one of those days. It was just one of those nights when your desire for drinking kept you out later and later with strangers who some might say straight from any sensible convention of when to say when. When? Now? How do I know when to say when I can't even answer the question? Forget the time, because I don't even know what day it is. You know how it is.
It was one of those mornings. It was one of those days. It was one of those nights. Out drinking late with strangers. But you know how it is. Yeah, you know how it is. Oh, going out for one coffee. Yeah,
You know how it is.
no.
When you wake up at whatever o'clock, arms interlocked with some mysterious stranger, face half covered in glitter, wrist-bearing stamps of clubs. You can't even remember. You said you were going out for a coffee, just one coffee to take a break from rehearsing. You know how it is. But then the first coffee became the second coffee. After that third coffee, he was getting late, so you decided instead of that fourth coffee, you'd order a whiskey, just a little whiskey. You were just going out for a coffee, just a little whiskey, just a wee drab, just an aperitif for the food you weren't going to have. And then that friend of yours showed up, and he bought that bottle of wine, and after that, little whiskey. And wine sounded like a fine idea, just one glass, just one or two or four. By now you'd forgotten that you were just going out for a coffee, just one coffee to take a break from rehearsing. You know how it is.
It was one of those mornings. It was one of those days. It's just one of those nights. Out drinking late with strangers. But hey, you know how it is. You know how it is. Going out for one coffee.
You know how it is when you wake up at whatever o'clock, arms interlocked with some mysterious stranger, the floor covered in empty bottles and condom wrappers, and it's anyone's guess where you'll find your knickers. You said you were going out for a coffee, just one coffee to take a break from rehearsing. Oh, you know how it is. It was just one of those days, just a little pill, just a tiny line, just a cheeky bowl of ketamine, just a silly injection of heroin before the crack comes in. Oh, you know how it is. It was just one of those days. It was just one of those mornings, or one of those nights when your desire for drinking kept you out later and later with strangers. When? Now? How do I know when to say when? I can't answer that question. Forget the time, because I don't even know what day it is. But remember, you were just going out.